Hello, good day, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is still remain Usman Lawali Doko, and I'm the CEO of Fully Tech Mobile. Well, today I want to talk about the challenges of mobile phone engineering services and the reasons why a lot of customers and an engineer usually have misunderstanding while carrying out engineering services in their mobile devices a long time ago. And ever since these devices was introduced in Nigeria, a lucrative business that a lot of people venture into today. Statistics show that mobile phone business has actually come to stay with us for a very long time, and that is why a lot of people now have decided to venture into this business. So this business has a lot of categories, it has a lot of branches, and that's why when I talk about when I talk about my last video, I talk about the niches in this concerning mobile telecommunication, because mobile telecommunication business is a business that have come to stay with us, and I don't think the business is going anytime soon. So why can't you leverage on that? A lot of people, especially customers, you will see a lot of them, they will take their devices to go and maybe to fix them, but at the process of fixing these devices, a lot of other problems now came in, and maybe that's when you hear people saying, oh, this phone was working well, I just gave it to him to do this, and before you know it, this one have spoiled again. So people don't like to hear that, and it's create that era news going on that when your phone fall on the water, you should actually put it on a rise, that when you put it on a rise, the phone will start working. I will agree, because I myself, I usually do that. But before you whenever your phone fell on the water and maybe there is no engineering around you, there is no electrical telecommunication engineer around you that can help you to lose this device, and maybe services and wash those water particles away from the body, you can actually put it on a rice. But that does not mean that putting it on the rice have solved the water problem. Yes, it haven't solved the water problem, because people assume that maybe when you put it on a rice, maybe the thing stay till the next till like some hours, then you bring it out, then you put your SIM card, you put your battery and only the phone on, you assume that the phone is okay. The phone is not okay. Let me just tell you the truth, the phone is okay. Even if you put it in the rice and maybe some few hours later you bring it out and put the battery and the phone on, that does not mean that you shouldn't take that phone to mobile engineering, diagnose the phone, and most importantly, service the phone, service the water out of the phone. So whenever phone fall in the water, there is some things you need to know, because water generally is a conductor. Water generally is a conductor. So when your phone fall on the water, the water particle inside the motherboard of that particular phone can act as a conductor, making two different ICs, different electronic components from the inside the motherboard, allowing current to pass through them. Initially, current were not supposed to pass through these ICs, but the water particle with the water now inside the motherboard will make the current to pass through the IC, thereby causing a short circuit and damage to the motherboard. So sometimes when you put the phone on the rise, what actually it does is that water have this heat tendency. It will just have to heat the phone, like making the water to dry up. Not like the water is still not there, the water is still in the panel, but not like the water have disappeared. No, the water is in that panel, is still in that panel. So even if the heat from the rice make the water to melt from the engine, that does not mean that you should not take the phone to engineer to service the phone. You need to take the phone to engineer to service it, because if you didn't do that, the water will be there damaging the panel. And let me tell you what water does with a mobile phone. What water does in a mobile phone is like that of HIV. Yes, it's like that of HIV. Somebody that have that just got infected with HIV. When you got infected with HIV, you will be seeing different kind of symptoms in your body, in that person's body. The person will be seeing different kind of symptoms in that person's body, like from headache to malaria, from malaria to this and that. So this is the same thing water does on mobile phone. You will be seeing different kind of, one problem to another problem. Sometimes the screen will see, sometimes when mouthpiece will not work, sometimes this and that. Maybe you are maybe just small thing, but no, it's a big problem because the water is already damaging some important components on that mobile devices, because you refuse to take it to engineer for them to do a general service on the phone, because you assume that maybe since I put in the rice and I bring it, I put battery, is on in, then you start using it without even thinking of taking it to engineer for them to service this that water away. So it's a very bad habit, and we should stop that kind of habit. And that's why a lot of engineers used to have challenges with their customers. Yes, that's why a lot of engineers used to have a lot of challenges, a lot of misunderstanding with their customers, because when you refuse to take your phone for engineer at a good time when you're supposed to take it, the phone might be working, but it will be giving you some sort of sign that yes, there is problem on the phone. Then maybe at the process of taking it to the engineer will lose it, and maybe just to wash the water particle away, the phone will just even trip up and it will not on again. And by that time, you will see a lot of people saying, oh, I gave this guy this phone, is working perfectly, but look at what he's telling me, that the phone is damaged. You see? So let us try and be understanding with ourselves. Whenever your phone fall on the water, that does not mean and fall on the water and you put it on a rice and the phone maybe sleep for the whole day, for 24 hours, and you bring it out and put your battery and it's on. That does not mean you shouldn't take it to engineer. You should rush and take it, because water is, in fact, is an enemy of phone. Water is one of the enemy of mobile phones. When a water drop on a phone, it can do a lot of damages. So back in the days when we used to have mobile phone, when they used to produce mobile phone that the batteries are removable, those ones were even fed. Unlike the generation that we are now, the new modern technology that we are using today, where you cannot be able to remove the battery, maybe when the phone on the water, we call them inbuilt battery. This one is even more disastrous, because when this kind of phone fail on the water, it is very extremely difficult for even the user to be able to remove the battery, because when your phone fall in water, the first thing you're supposed to do is to at least lose the phone. If you have an experience, you need to lose the phone and remove the battery terminal from the motherboard, so that not to allow the current to flow where they are not supposed to flow. Because once current started flowing where they are not supposed to flow, the phone will automatically got damaged. Yes. So 99, almost 85% of phone that got damaged as a result of falling on the water is not actually the water that destroyed, but because the battery is still is still in contact with the motherboard, is still allowing current to circulate in the motherboard. So when the current is circulating in the motherboard, it will cause a short circuit, and that short circuit only damage devices. They will damage the device more beyond repairs. It will damage the device beyond repairs, that you cannot be able to recover them again. So now let me tell you what you are going to do when your phone falls on the water. Anytime your phone falls on the water, there is one experiment I'm trying to carry out, but with my years of experience, I think that is even the best option to do than putting your phone on the rice. When your phone falls on the water, if you have a petrol, that is a PMS around you, it's even better to dip the phone inside the PMS, because what PMS does is that it doesn't allow current to flow at each other. There are different current to flow at each other, and the PMS will now help to dissolve the water that is already on the panel, even though the screen, because the only thing I think that can be affected in that very situation is the screen, because the screen might actually change color because of PMS. Travel very fast. It can penetrate through the screen and maybe make the screen to be blood. But it's even more better for the PMS to go to the engine and dissolve the water that is already in the engine, than for the water to be there and be destroying the IC, because PMS doesn't have any effects on mobile devices. It doesn't have any effect on mobile devices. Yes. In fact, a lot of engineers, even including myself included, I use PMS to do general services on mobile phone that fail on the water. So it is very, very important for us to know this, because ignorance is not an excuse. Whenever your phone on the water, you need to know what and what, and especially you need to have an experience on how to open these mobile devices. You need to have an experience. You need to have your own personal experience on how to open these mobile devices. You understand? Because sometimes it might happen in a place where there is no engineer around, or maybe it happened in a place where someone who can actually help you, open the devices is not available. So you need to know how you yourself can be able to solve the problem at that primary stage before the main secondary stage. So whenever your phone fail on the water, you can look for any PMS, that's petrol, and put the phone on the petrol. It's better than because when you put it on the rice, the water will not go away. That's just the truth. The water will not go away. What it does is that it will heat the phone to make the water dry. When the water dry, the water is still there. That dryness is still causing problem on the device. That dryness you are seeing is still causing a lot of problem on the device. So that is it for my today's edition of this how to the challenges facing mobile phone engineering in Nigeria. And in my next video, God willingly, I'm going to be stating other factors that you guys will find very interesting. A lot of you, my subscribers, know me in real person. A lot of you are my customers. A lot of you are not, but I'm promising you this channel will be bringing you a lot of tips on how to on mobile phone engineering world. So thank you very much for watching, and if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you are no channel or the subscriber, thank you so much, because it really means a lot to me. Thank you, and bye bye for now.